Hi, my name is Danielle, and I have a lifelong passion for cooking. I'm a wife, a mother of 4, and a strong advocate for a vegan, plant-based, organic lifestyle. Over the last 10 years, I've been honing in my vegan, plant-based skills, and I'm here to bring them to you in my Plant Beach Family Kitchen. Hi, and welcome back. In this episode, we are going to teach you how to make coconut cashew sour cream. And in one of our previous YouTube cooking episodes, I teach you how to make homemade coconut yogurt. So refer to that if you wanted to make your homemade yogurt. Otherwise, you can certainly go to the store and pick up your favorite organic plant-based coconut yogurt. So today, I'm going to teach you how to make this using the coconut yogurt that I fermented. So we're going to take about a half a cup, and you can see it's pretty thick there. So about a half a cup of coconut yogurt and put it in your blender. Then next, we're going to take a cup and a half of soaked cashews, and you want to soak them a minimum of 4 hours or even the night before. You want to drain off the water, rinse them, and then they're good to go. And another thing is, if you're one of those people who like to spend the weekend prepping, you can take a bunch of cashews, you can soak them, rinse them, and then you can put them in the freezer, and when you want to make recipes, you just pull them right out of the freezer. They're ready to go soaked. So in here, again, is a cup and a half of cashews. We are going to use a teaspoon of honey, and of course, if you're using honey, make sure that you're getting the honey that is locally sourced and sourced from a reputable person. Maybe even go out and talk to the beekeepers, making sure that they're not pouring corn syrup in the hives or anything like that. Just try and keep it pure. And if you're a purist in the sense of not even using honey at all in a vegan lifestyle, then just put a little bit of maple syrup in here. That's fine. So to this, we're going to add about a half a cup of water. And again, you always want to start with the lesser amount of water and look at the texture, and if it looks like it needs more, you can add more water to get the desired consistency. Otherwise, if you pour in too much water, you're not going to be able to take it out. So we're going to blend this until the desired consistency that we're looking for, which is kind of thick like a sour cream. So you just want to blend it till it comes together, but you don't want any grittiness or any grains. We're going to turn on the blender. Okay, and right here, this is a nice consistency. I'm going to have you look in here and see. It's not grainy. It's thick like a sour cream, and it's ready for the next step. So what we're going to do now, I want to talk to you about this probiotic powder. Now, probiotics are not created equal, so you want to make sure that you're looking for a quality source. And I love this probiotic. It works for me every time. If you are interested in getting this particular probiotic, you can go to naturallifestyles.org and order it. They will ship it to you. And what we're going to do now is take about a half a teaspoon to 3/4 of a teaspoon and just add it in there. Again, some people think that if probiotics touch metal that it, kind of maybe destroys them a little bit. I found that just adding it at the end like this, the metal blades really don't affect it. So we're going to give it one more little mix. And then after that, you'll just take your container and pour it into your glass container. Again, it should be glass. And then what you're going to do is you're going to set this out overnight on your counter, and you're not going to close the lid completely. You're just going to lightly place the lid onto the glass container and give it just a little turn, but you don't want it to be tightly screwed on tightly because it's going to expand, it's going to start to culture. And the beauty about making your own yogurts and sour creams is it's using the bacteria that are in your environment, and it's culturing it. And then when you eat these cultured foods, your gut bacteria and your gut health is just jumping for joy. And out of this sour cream, I make a variety of different things. And today we're gonna continue on making a sour cream and onion dip. So I just put it off and I'll let it culture, and then you'll see once it cultures, you'll see there's some bubbles that happen in there. You can see it becoming alive, really. And this is what it looks like inside. You might have a little liquid on the side, and that's okay. You just stir that in. So I'm gonna put this off to the side because what we're gonna do next is make caramelized onions, and I wanna show you how to do that. So again, you want to start by cutting your onion, and I like to have a medium-sized dice because when I'm dipping my veggies into the sour cream and onion dip, I like to kind of have that texture around. So I don't do a fine dice, but a little bit of a thick dice. And if you know you're gonna make this in advance in the day, I suggest like maybe cutting the onions up as soon as you wake up, putting them in the pan and letting them go. So that way later in the afternoon, they're all caramelized and you can just make the dip whenever you're ready, because the process of caramelizing the onions does take a little bit. So if you come on over here with me to the stove, I'm gonna teach you how to do that. So I like to keep on my counter a container of coconut oil and olive oil. I do about 3/4 coconut oil to a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And the reason why I do this is because coconut oil still remains its nutrients intact while being at heated temperatures, whereas like olive oil and things like that kind of turn not so healthy for you when they're being cooked at high temperatures. So this way you get the best of both worlds. You get the coconut, which allows you to cook at high temperatures without destroying nutrients, but then it doesn't taste like coconut oil. It tastes like almost kind of like a buttery olive oil. So that's what I like to do. I just keep that on my counter, shake it up, and I use that when I'm cooking. So a little bit of this olive oil coconut mixture goes into the pan, and you want to put your diced onions into the pan. And again, I like to season as I go. So a little bit of salt. Again, I'm always using Himalayan pink salt or gray salt, and that's just because all the minerals are kept intact. So a little bit of salt helps the onions sweat, helps them come along. Another little helper is if you have some honey or maple syrup, and just give it a little bit of a drizzle. Just what it does, it kind of nudges the onions along and says, get all your sweetness out. So that's what we're gonna do here. And the cooking of the onions, the low and slow, you want to have it at a low temperature and just let it go for about 30 to 45 minutes. And that's why I said like maybe do it in the morning, and that way it's cooled completely. And this is what it looks like after they've caramelized for 30 to 40 minutes. You get this sweet onion mixture that is completely delicious and essential for your sour cream and onion dip. All right, so to make your sour cream and onion dip, you want to put about 2 cups of your cultured coconut yogurt cashew sour cream mixture into a bowl. You then want to add all of your caramelized onions and put them right in there. Next, you want to add 2 tablespoons of granulated onion powder. You want to put about a 1/2 teaspoon, a quarter teaspoon of granulated garlic, 1 full tablespoon of dried parsley, a little bit of olive oil, and a little squirt of lemon. And as always, you want to season. So salt and pepper is essential for this as well. So I like to put about a teaspoon of salt and about a half a teaspoon of pepper. And again, we're gonna taste and we're gonna evaluate. Does it need more salt? Does it need more pepper? But you just mix this up. And you can see all the little flecks of the caramelized onion that we took the time and the love and care to make them taste just so good. And that's it, you just mix it. And the best thing about this dish here, not only does it taste incredible, which again, if you want to be successful in the kitchen, you must taste everything you make. And it tastes exactly like sour cream and onion dip. And as it sits, the flavors are going to increase. They're gonna meld and they're gonna become stronger. But this is delicious. And one of the best things about this, not even the fact that it tastes good, but you're getting healthier as you eat it because of all the probiotics that are in here. So what I like to do is cut up a tray of veggies. You can do toasted bread or pita, and then I just put a little dollop in the middle. Put it out on the table. When the kids are playing, they just come by, and they take a nice little dip and eat it. So thank you. I hope you make this. This dish is amazing, and be sure to thumbs up us if you like this, and keep watching. I've got more coming. And thank you again, and see you next time.